Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche where, oh boy, things have taken a bit of a turn. Inna here and Kukirvan are actually heading away from the tribe who's moved over here. Now they're not leaving permanently, we hope, but Kukirvan had a very important mission, which was to return to this tree here. Unfortunately, his uncle recently passed away, and he was not here for it. Kukudan was, and he's badly shaken by the loss of his father, especially because a bear hyena appeared to show up and chase him right after. And the rest of the tribe here, not sure if they're totally sure how to respond. Domino and Asri, I think, weren't expecting anything. Certainly none of them were. And we also have Scythe and Kelda, who are very new to the tribe in the first place. They kind of just walked in as all this was happening, and it is interesting, too, looking at the two of them sitting here together. They actually bear some similarities. The ram horns, the big nose snout here. Of course, Scythe has this big body, whereas Kelda only has the medium body, but she does carry it recessively. It definitely seems that these two could possibly even be related. They're actually not that different in age either. It does make me wonder if we have another pair of relatives, maybe even sisters, or perhaps cousins like Kukirvan and Kukudan are. Whatever the case may be, they both stumbled into this tribe quite recently, just in time to see disaster strike the rest of it. Domino is struggling to make them feel welcome, I think. She certainly appreciates their arrival, but right now, she's a little preoccupied. I think she's wondering if she did the right thing in leading the tribe away, especially with how Kukudan came back all alone, having lost his father. I don't think any of them realized how old Donroku was getting. And it kind of caught everyone by surprise. We're gonna go ahead and start a new day here, though, and let these two officially set off, and I have to admit, I think Inna's feeling a little uncertain. Donroku wasn't the only one feeling his age. She, too, actually needs to be switched over to her elder gem color, as she has passed 100 days. The Nishlings live to about 120 with these settings, so she doesn't exactly have a whole lot of time left either. She wanted to accompany Kukirvan on this quest, and he's also getting quite old. But she may be a little bit more aware of that than he is, because I think he's just more focused on his own grief right now. Oh, our friendly Barina has popped out. That startled me a little bit. We also did welcome this young one to the tribe last time. Unfortunately, his mother was not quite so friendly, and, well, we ended up having to kill her because she would not stop attacking. But Domino's not one to abandon an orphan, even one whose parent tried to pick a fight. So we've got this guy hanging out, and I think Scythe feels particularly protective of him here. Because she too, I think she feels a little bit out of place. She's a pretty large creature compared to all of our smaller ones here. I guess Kukudan has a spiky body, and he does carry a big body recessively, but I think she kind of relates to these. Well, they're not quite such gentle giants, but I think she is. And honestly, I think Kukudan kind of wants to be alone right now. I mean, he's not happy he was left alone, but he's also not really sure he wants to interact so much with the rest of the tribe now either. I think Kelda is kind of picking up on the idea that the tribe hasn't been doing as much gathering as they should, perhaps, so she might settle down here and try to help out. And Domino and Asri, I think Asri's sort of stepped up to help Domino lead, as she feels like she's faltering. These two have grown quite close. She does trust him as an advisor and as a friend. And I think he might gently urge her to make sure that Kukudan is okay. I think she would kind of stay near him, maybe busy herself clearing out the grass, remaining here in case he wants the company, but also not forcing him to interact if he doesn't want to. And Asri, too, will turn his attention to trying to find some more food, and in fact, it looks like he's found a good bit of it over here with these roots that he's able to dig up. As for these two, they're gonna start their quest back into the familiar paths of the grass here. Now, they definitely need to be careful. There was a Beryena in the area, and Kukirvan is well aware of it. After all, it was one of the things that Kukudan brought back tales of. I don't think we've noticed it yet, but it could be lingering somewhere over here. We're just gonna have to be careful. Excuse me? I've heard someone expire, and it wasn't a member of our tribe. I guess there must have been another nicheling around somewhere? Well, that's a little bit unsettling. I hope it wasn't the Beryena. I didn't hear a hurt sound, though, so it could have just been an older creature. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, these two have very nearly made it back. I think Anna might come and try to keep a lookout here when she's able to, but Kukirvan is gonna head back to that old familiar tree. Scythe is still looking after the young Beryena here. I definitely feel that perhaps she and Kelda are sisters. She seems like she's got that sort of motherly, big sister sort of vibe to her. And I think she feels for this little one lost and alone. Oh, and there's a Rabble here. Kukudan might... I don't know if he'd want to go back. There is a tree over there. But I'm honestly not sure if he would really want that right now. I don't know if there's anything else he can gather, though, except for maybe these berries, but the Rabbles seem to have stolen them all. And Domino will kind of stay near him here. Just keep an eye out as Asri works on gathering up some of these roots. Goodness, there's so many little creatures sprinting about here. These guys wouldn't probably be hurting for food if they did want to do some hunting, and that they might have to do. Anna, I think, will keep a watch up here while Kukirvan heads back. It looks like the bones that belonged to his uncle have disappeared now, and he will clear away the grass and spend some time here in contemplation. He's also almost an elder himself now. I don't think any of them had quite realized how old Donroku was getting. It very much took them all by surprise. I think our little Beryena friend went off somewhere over here. Yes, it would seem it. I think Scythe will try to, well, he's not so little now, is he? Scythe will stay with him. If he does indeed head off much farther, she may not follow. She is getting quite far from the tribe and from Kelda here. But I think she wanted to make sure he was alright at least. Whether he's leaving or not, she wanted to be sure that he wasn't going to walk into danger on his own. Uh-oh. That's not our Barryina. Our Barryina has stepped away. And another one has appeared right between Domino and Asri, and it's a friendly Barryina with it. One of the babies. Oh boy. Are they going to be able to take it down? Oh, Kukudan may have to come help them. I don't know if they're going to have the strength. I think Scythe might hear and come running. I think even Kelda would try to move closer and cautiously take a look at what's going on. Oh, but Scythe isn't going to be able to get here in time. I think Domino would take a slash at it, but I also think she would shout for Kukudan to run. He's certainly been chased by these enough. I think she might even attack it again, but she's not going to be able to get so far away, and Asri certainly isn't going to leave it to attack the tribe. In fact, I think he might... place himself here to make sure that if it goes after anyone, it goes after him. He's pretty young. He's got a lot of strength left in him, and certainly now that this tribe has discovered the power of the healing fruits, he's not too concerned, but he doesn't want it to hurt anyone else. He'd rather take it on himself, even if he only has one strength to actually damage it. Down here, we do need to look out for the Barryina that went this way, but it doesn't seem there is one. Oh, Kukirvan, I'm so sorry. And I hope he's not too concerned by what's happening back home when he finds out. It's not entirely his fault that he never seems to be where the trouble is, but I think he certainly blames himself. After all, the tribe did need to go scouting, and he didn't think any harm would come from leaving his cousin here by the tree, but he still feels like what happened was his fault. Maybe things would have been better if he'd been here. I think he might make an attempt to gather this, just in memory of the old times. And I think Inna would stay here and keep watch, just to make sure that someone's keeping an eye out in case anything happens. Oh, Asri, be careful. Oh, he's taking damage. Is he hemophilic? Oh, no, he is. I haven't been watching the genes very closely, but I think he's still gonna take that big old digger's claw and do as much damage as he can, and I do think Scythe would probably rush in and finish it off. Domino wants to make sure that Asri's okay. She would have jumped in herself, but Scythe was a little quicker. I think Scythe knows when to throw her strength around. And I do think Kelda would come to make sure that Scythe is alright, probably gather up that rabble on the way. Kukudan, I don't know that he knows what to do with himself, but I think everybody else here is too tired. I think he would still befriend the Barryina here. He knows that's kind of what this tribe does. They help those who need it. Oh, I think Kukirvan might make one more attempt, but no, he's just not dexterous enough to gather up that acorn. Perhaps it's a sign that they're meant to move on, and so I think he would return to Inna, and the two of them can start heading back. I don't sense the Barryina nearby, but we'd still do well to be a little bit cautious. Oh, and Inna, 107 days old. Oh, it's hard to think of losing her too, but she may not be with us for that much longer. The tribe over here, I think, is recovering from the attack, and, well, Asri is injured. I think Domino would want to hurry back over here. and lead him off to the healing fruit that they found. It's over in this direction. It looks like a lot of the grass has regrown. He might have to spend some time hacking through it. I don't think she quite knows whether or not she should scold him for his recklessness or thank him for protecting her. She didn't want to see him get hurt either. But at the same time, after the energy they spent fighting it, they couldn't exactly run that far away. She's definitely grateful for the help, and grateful that no true harm was done provided they can make it to this healing fruit with enough time. And they should have enough time. These two aren't that old just yet. Over here, I think Kelda would continue to gather, and honestly, I think Scythe might check in with Kukudan. She, in a way, understands, I think. Perhaps she had to comfort Kelda similarly. These two do seem to be alone after all. Kelda is, I think, a bit younger and more energetic. Perhaps she'd have some words of encouragement she could impart to Kukudan. Whatever became of her tribe, oh, I guess he'll snatch that up too. Whatever became of her and Kelda's tribe, I think they too may have faced some loss in their lives. I think these two are making their way slowly back as well, and in a way, Kukirvan is almost hesitant to return. What do you do in the face of such an ending? I honestly think he might spend a little while longer away, and I think Inna would wait with him by the shore of this little lake and try to snatch the clown coib without much success. I definitely think these two have grown pretty close over their time together. They definitely seem to share a bond. Domino and Asri, I think, will continue clearing out some of the area over towards this healing fruit. I think, speaking as they go, each sharing their worries for each other and for the tribe. They too have bonded, I think. Asri, it's hard to say sometimes if it's bravery or recklessness. He's definitely very selfless. He would rather be the one to take the blow, and as she struggled with her own leadership, I think that's something Domino really respects. She too would gladly risk herself to defend the tribe. And Asri has become a close companion and confidant to her, I think. As she leads, she looks to him for help and for guidance. I think with the encouragement of Kelda and Scythe here, Kukudan is maybe starting to feel a little bit better. The ache doesn't necessarily go away easily, and I think that's something that Scythe knows well. It lasts. But he isn't alone in this, and she wants to make sure he knows that. These two, I think, have spent the night speaking as well, realizing they mean a lot to each other, and kind of coming to a sort of an understanding. And I think, yes, actually it's time to change Kukirvan's gems too, as he is also now an elder. A lot of our creatures are. But I think these two have made a few decisions. They'll remain here for a little while longer before returning home. Anna does want to make sure she has a chance to speak to Domino as well. After all, Domino is her old friend. Oh goodness, that scared me. This is our friendly bear, one of them. I think Domino wasn't really expecting it, but She's glad to see her friend again, a friendly face, and they have reached the healing fruit, so Asri will be able to recover. She'll stay here and make sure none of them are entirely alone, but I think all three groups are starting to realize it'll soon be time to reunite. Oh, hello, what in the world? Speaking of reuniting, another Scythe has appeared. She's sick, 117 days old. And she has the insect-eating snout and a claw. I guess Scythe must be a common name in these parts. But I think everybody was a little taken aback by her arrival. I'm not quite sure what to make of her either. They have to be a little careful because she is sick. Although I don't know that they'd necessarily be unfriendly. She seems to just be minding her business here, trying to gather. And I think they kind of just look on curiously. She's very... she's very Cheeto-colored, isn't she? She is, quite orange. Uh-oh, it seems the, insects are back. These two had best hurry away from the swamps. I think they'll hasten to return, and... I think I may have heard someone expire? I'm guessing... I don't know where she went. Oh, ho! Who is this? Tailray! Oh my goodness, who are you? Another new arrival, apparently. Perhaps a bit of a huntress by the look of it. It's a good thing Domino and Asri are on their way back. I think they'd hurry over seeing this. Oh, you certainly seem friendly. You know, why don't you join us if you are that intrigued? Hello, Tailray. You actually look quite reminiscent of Kukudan here. You've got the same color and everything. Huh. I wonder if you are another remnant of whatever tribe inhabited this place before us. Whatever the case may be, you're certainly welcome, and I think having a little extra strength is something Scythe might be grateful for, because she does feel bad about how close things got for a moment there. But I think everybody will gradually kind of return to the clearing up here, and Domino is going to be keeping an eye out for her other friends. Uh-oh. That's our friendly Berryina, but the sound I just heard is not. Oh no. It seems that already there's trouble. Poor Kukirvan. The Berryinas seem to haunt him like an ill omen. I think everybody would rush to see what's happening. Domino is certainly excited to see her friends again, but not necessarily under these circumstances. Tailray, maybe you should go help. And Scythe, if we can get you over there, she's not the fastest creature in the world. Oh my goodness, the bunny's just emerging. Alright, where is this Berryina? I think... Here, Kelda, why don't you light the way so that we can actually see? Everybody in this tribe has short-sighted eyes, apparently. Goodness. Are we actually going to be able to take this thing down? With both of them attacking, perhaps. Well... You know, I'm not sure, actually. Oh, I don't think Kukirvan would want to risk it, though. He's gonna stand his ground and hold the line, and Scythe is too far away. I don't even think Domino can reach them in time. She'll hurry over with Asri, but oh no. And Inna, you maybe at best move out of the way of those insects. We don't want you to get attacked or to get... Oh, Domino might be in reach of them, though. Uh-oh. That's not good. Be careful, Kukudan. I think he wants to make sure that his cousin's alright, but... Oh, it couldn't seem to decide. Oh, and Domino's surrounded by a cloud of these insects. Well, let's hurry and finish it off. But then we'd best hasten out of the way. We'll let everybody kind of skitter off this way. Oh, and I hope they don't attack. Domino can snatch up. Oh, we're very low on food, too. Hello? Let's see if maybe Kelda can help us gather more. Nope, there's nothing to gather here. We gotta be kind of careful. Asri, you'd best keep your distance, too. Let's make sure we get everyone away. Scythe will kind of move back this way. Nope, I don't know where that Rabbo went after all. And I think Hukirvan would want to be very careful. Anna has been following him, and I think as she returns to the tribe, they might notice something. And I think Asri would probably want to hurry and help escort her over to this nest here. This is hopefully a safe area. I don't see anything lurking. Scythe can move a little farther. She'll try to get a little closer too, and I think Kukudan would want to return to his cousin, make sure he's alright. And with that, the insect's still chasing after us. We've welcomed our first little one to the tribe. Welcome, Avari. He is the son of Inna and Kukirvan, the continuation of their legacy. And what a cute little one he is with his spots. He actually kind of takes after Kukudan in a way. He has some reminiscence of his, would that be second cousin? I don't, his father's cousin. I can't do genealogy. I think Anna would definitely want Domino to come meet the little babies. Speaking of little babies, we Kelda the second, hello? We've met a second Scythe and a second Kelda. What is with you guys having your names reused? Hello? Well, you are a child. We can't just let you go wandering the wilderness alone. Why don't you join us too, little one? Kelda the second. I think Kelda the first was as surprised as anyone to be met with the arrival of this young one, and she actually has the venomous here because of her scorpion tail. And is she poison resistant? She is. You could actually make use of this berry bush here. Also, let's make sure that Tailray does not... I guess you could try to eat these? No, it's not going to do you much good, though. Let's have you move back over here. I suppose we may as well, in passing, try to snatch them, but I think Kukirvan would want to meet his son, and Kukudan as well. I think he would very much make sure that Kukudan knows he's welcome to... These two have had a complex relationship, and I think Kukirvan worries that Kukudan would be ashamed of him, but I don't think Kukudan is. That said, we need some food. Badly. Is there something else that we can actually eat? You come over here. Oh boy. Oh, there is a rabble there. You might have to assist us? Oh, it's already moved away. Asri, is there anything you can gather nearby? Goodness, I'm not sure that there is. This is maybe less than ideal. Inna, you may want to come over here. Oh, there is a route over this way, and a Dodomingo, apparently. But the rabble's staying just out of reach. We need something to come close enough for us to snatch it. Oh, and there is a route here. I think Asri might be able to gather this. He will have to jump back again. There's got to be something else, too. The tribe has been so preoccupied. Perhaps Domino would try to dig and hope she could get lucky with it, but no, it doesn't seem so. Why don't you stay to help protect your son as well? You're just a baby. Man, yeah, I'm not too sure what to do about this. We don't have anyone who can eat the insects either. We might just have to try our best to gather up some of these roots. No. Oh, no. Well, we don't have enough food for everyone. And I think Domino would want to make sure that Avari out of everyone is protected because we don't want him to be harmed. I think, too, Asri would be one who would be willing to forfeit the day of food. I think Domino would insist that Kelda the second, that is. I feel she might almost volunteer, but I don't think Domino would let her. She's too young. Domino's not going to risk her like that, even if she could probably handle it. Scythe may volunteer, and I think Domino herself even would. I do feel Anna would offer, and I think Domino would shut that down very, very quickly, and the same for Kirvan. They may be older, but they have a child now. They need to be here, and so does Kukudan. I think Kelda the first might also offer to go without. She's pretty young. She'll stand one of the better chances of lasting for a while. And to be fair, there is a healing fruit over here. So we may have to venture back to find that. That said, I think we'll have to pass the night here. And some of them... Yep. Alright, let's make sure you can gather here. Return to your child, though, I think. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. There's a bird circling overhead, and I think now, realizing that they have a baby here, that would put them all on edge. Kelda the second, why don't you take advantage of your ability to gather from the poison berry bushes? Oops, and I'm gonna reset everyone here because these ranks are very temporary with this group. Nobody's been permanently designated anything. And let's make sure we get everybody reset back. But we do want to make sure we're gathering what we can. Oops. And I think we can find any of the rabbles around, which I don't know if we will. Oh, there is one down here. Perhaps if we work together... Oh yes, it's come into the open here. Scythe? Yes, you're able to jump on it there. And I think that'll give us enough food, but barely. In fact, it's exactly enough. Domino remembers where the healing fruit is. And she will head to go find it, I think, but not until... I think not until she's got the chance to spend a little bit more time with these guys. She certainly welcomes baby Avari, but her friend Anna only has 5 days left. And Kukudan and Kukirvan are also, actually, you should be an elder now too. She doesn't want to waste the time that she has with them. She'll head out for that healing fruit after, although I think Asri would point out that this one has regrown and somebody should go to eat from it. So Kelda is one of the... Oops, you should stay on beta here. Kelda, Domino, Asri, and I think it was also Scythe, yes. I think Asri would push Domino to be the first one to eat from it because she is their leader and he really wants to make sure she's gonna be alright. I think she would hesitate, but somebody should have this while it's here. That said, she doesn't exactly have the energy for that right now. Kukirvan's gonna stay with his child, but I think Kukudan would head back over here and see if there's any berries that can be gathered off that bush in the morning. Ooh, sick. Wait a second. Oh, there's a creature down there. Oh boy. Well, that's fascinating. I think first things first, Asri would want to... Oh, there's a peaceful bear, goodness. Asri would call Domino down here to eat the healing fruit. And I think Kukudan would probably try... Oh, yes, and he can kill some of these rabbles. That's even better than we thought, because that means that we'll actually get even more food than... Oh, somebody's eating over there. That might be the sick nicheling that we heard in the distance. All right. Scythe can come over here, but we aren't exactly going to be able to gather. However, Kelda the second can. And I think these guys might start moving the baby away from the swamp here. We're going to stay near to him, though. We don't want him... We do not want him getting snatched by that bird. I think these guys are very protective. Oh... But Anna only has 4 days left. Well, y'all, I think we are actually going to leave our tribe here for the day as well. They're preparing for more loss, I'm afraid, but also very thankful for what they've found. Even in the midst of the chaos and the hardship, it's brought them together, and although they are struggling, I think they found a new kinship. I think they know it's going to be all right. They have each other, after all. But I do think this is going to be where we'll leave it off for the day, because it is getting to be about that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.